Tonight, from Memphis, Tennessee, it's the NFC Championship game. Jordan Love and the Memphis Egyptians taking on Tyrod Taylor and the Austin Armadillos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Austin Armadillos and the Memphis Egyptians. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here. And so out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Love looking to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Love. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Love. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
One of the classiest quarterbacks in the NFL and always in a difficult position because he has the skills to be a starter, but there's usually a youngster behind him that they're grooming and they want on the field. But when given an opportunity to be the guy, he's led teams to the playoffs and he's also gone to the Pro Bowl. A great combination of arm and legs, not to mention a brilliant mind.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Taylor.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Working out of the gun. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Pollard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Egyptians are able to stretch out their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
Now Jones.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Taylor to throw. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Taylor looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and the return will stop right around the 25. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Following the interception, Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's a second down. Now a give here to Pollard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Play action this time with Love. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. Love now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Play action, now Taylor. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Taylor will throw. Again, he's got that man Landry.
7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Taylor to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw is Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. The 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point try now for Suckup. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Jones.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Taylor, he's got Gore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Short little throw to Ebron. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Taylor.
He dumps this off underneath to Gore.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Again, it's Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sam Hubbard drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player's spotlight. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you've said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Yeah, they disrupted already for 3 INTs. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor, and he finds his target, Ebron. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Ebron with it over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Love's throw into the hands of Cobb.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing. Love. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To the air again, Love. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Love. And he's got it. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Egyptians continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Suck up for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. One more go for this offense in the first half. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Gore fighting him off. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Taylor complete to Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds Fitzgerald.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 27, Taylor. Under pressure, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon, his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Looking to throw. Taylor. They go with a screen to Gore. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. They just can't get off the ground, and that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They bring their punter out there now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. To throw now. Here's Love. Open man, here is Cobb. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Love looking to throw it. Gets it off to Freeman.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Here's Pollard again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Love. Caught left side, Hopkins. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now, the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Austin's offense ready to go again.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the...
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor
on the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Love. Caught, Kelsey, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Pollard. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8 to pass. Here's Jordan Love.
Oh, the pressure gets to Love.
Chandler Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So they bring out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Taylor on 3rd down, throws incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Taylor's throw here into the hands of Jones.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again, it's Taylor. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
On the handoff, it's Gore. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Taylor.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
After the interception, here's Taylor. A dump off here for Gore. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Taylor.
A slant to Jones.
Touchdown! Marvin Jones. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Armadillos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Cobb. And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
On 2nd and 10, Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Chandler Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. Love now. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Taylor.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Taylor drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Taylor. And he finds his target, Ebron. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing... Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yedem picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they take a knee. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.